Okay, so we have two objects, so we're going to have two velocities, two displacements, and two times. And so I'm going to label them with little letters next to them. So I know that the velocity of my x43 is 7,000 miles per hour. I know that my x43 travels 100 miles. And I don't know the time it takes to travel that. It says something about the time, but I need to figure it out. So time is one of my unknowns. And then I know that my velocity, so let's say Vm for V me, is 5 miles per hour. And I need to know the time that we're talking about, the time it takes for the x43 to travel 100 miles. That's something I'm going to use for myself. And I also want to figure out how far I walk. So the ultimate thing I'm trying to find is my delta x. Delta x me equals question mark. And the only equation I know is velocity equals displacement over time. And I have that for the x43. And I have that for me. So they're the same time, but the velocities and the delta x's are different. Are there any questions so far? So I'm going to use this whole like tools and solve box to do my solution, and maybe need to go on to another page. A tool might be that I like write out some words. I might say time is equal for plane and me. That's a tool, something I had to think about. And I use one equation twice. So maybe laying out how you're going to approach it is your tool. Maybe drawing a graph of the motion is a tool, if that makes sense to you. So I'm going to start with this equation 1. So 7,000 miles per hour equals 100 miles divided by time. And I'm looking for time. And I want time on the top of my equation. So I'm going to multiply both sides by t to get it out of the bottom section and over to the left. And I'm going to divide both sides by 7,000. Divided by 7,000. So that I'm left with t on just one side. So that's leaves me with t equals 100 miles divided by 7,000 miles per hour. So those miles and miles cancel, and then I have 1 over hours on the bottom, which leaves me with hours on the top. Any questions about that unit stuff? Okay. And 100 divided by 7,000, I just simplified and kept in fraction form as 1/70th of an hour to plug in. So I'm going to go on to another page. Is everyone ready for me to do that, for this to go away? So now I have time equals 1/70th of an hour, and I'm going to go into that second equation, which is my velocity stuff. V me equals delta x me over t. And my velocity, if I go back, is 100 miles per hour. No, it's not. It's 5 miles per hour. So 5 miles per hour. I don't know what delta x is. I'm looking for it. And 1/70th of an hour is the time. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 1/70th of an hour. Those hours cancel. I'm left with 5/70ths of a mile is my delta x. And if I plugged that into a calculator, I would get 0.07 miles.